What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 93, and today we'll see how to add new property or the property value using CYPHER, Epoch and Python. And in this time also we'll be going to use JSON file as an input. So what is going to happen? So let me just explain this thing from the next slide. So we have this 5 nodes. Okay, so the type of the nodes or the label will be student, and every student is going to have these names like Ronnie, John, Bob, Kevin and Sunny. So right now these nodes are having only one property called name, and the value is these things. Okay, so now what we are trying to achieve, we'll be going to read from and this is the text property, like the graph the graph stats from the graphical representation of this thing is like this, and like text format is like this. I'll explain this thing from the Neo4j browser as well. So we have this simple CSV file. So this is a type student, means the label student, name Ronnie and course IT. So for name, the node which is having name attribute value equals to Ronnie should be changed, or should get this new property called course, and the value should be IT. And the same thing for Sunny node also, it should get a new property called management. So what will happen now? So for this node and this node, we need to add 2 new property called course, and for Ronnie it will be IT, and for Sunny it will be management. So for Ronnie it will be IT and course will be management. So we'll be going to read from this JSON file, then we'll be going to update this graph, and the expected once you run the CYPHER query, the expected results will be like this. Course for name Sunny and course will be management, and name Ronnie, the course will be IT, and remaining these things have no change. Why no change? Because for these 3 nodes I don't have anything in our input JSON file. Only for this and this we have entries, and we read the file and we updated this thing. So this is a very simple thing, but again when you are going to do this sort of operation in the actual project, that time you have to read very frequently CSV and JSON. And as I told you, the CRUD operation is one of the very basic operation, like create, update and delete. So that is why I'm going to target this basic operation using CSV and JSON, so that in future whenever we are going to start the advanced tutorial, it is going to actually help you to correlate all these things. So without wasting further time, let me just start writing the code. But before I start writing the code, let me just explain this use case one more time. Set new node properties from Neo4j graph, means in the Neo4j graph, for the nodes we are going to add some new property or set new property using JSON as an input. And if you are watching this tutorial for the first time, then definitely you do not know how to run the Epoch queries. So run the Epoch queries, you need to enable this prerequisite or set this prerequisite, or if you are not familiar with this thing, I'll highly recommend you guys to go ahead and watch our playlist from the tutorial number 75. This is actually tutorial number 93. So before that we have 17 or 18 more tutorial. So in that tutorial I have explained this thing very slowly and from the scratch, and I also demonstrate everything from the machine point of view. Okay, so in nutshell, just open your Neo4j browser, go to settings, copy paste these 2 lines, hit enter, then hit apply and OK. This will restart the Neo4j browser. Then you are good to go. You'll be able to run any Epoch query. But again, if you are not completed this steps, then your Epoch procedure will not work. Okay, so next thing things are going to be results of our CYPHER query and the output. So I don't think this is required. So let me just open my Neo4j browser. So this is my Neo4j browser. So let me remove this thing. So let's write match. We'll see first what are the things are there. If we do not have this thing, means if you are not nodes created, then we'll go ahead and create. So let me check if we have the necessary nodes created or not. Yes, Bob, Ronnie, John, Kevin, Sunny. So we'll check one by one whether we have any additional property sets or not. If you click on this thing, see name Kevin, name Ronnie, John, Bob, Sunny. So let me minimize this thing. Let me open this thing. So if you see, that is the expected thing actually. See, Kevin, Sunny, Bob, John, Ronnie, only one property, that is name, and here also only one property, that is name. Okay, so we are good to go. So let's now write down the Epoch CYPHER query with Epoch procedure to update this thing. So it should be call epoch.load.json. After that it is going to be like this. Then it should be file like this, and our JSON file is actually located here. So this is a JSON file. It is inside JSON data, right? So this is here actually, and if you see name student Ronnie, type student name Ronnie, course IT, type student name Sunny, course management. So we'll be going to read the data. So for file we want to get this file path actually. Okay, so just hold on. I have a very very simple technique for getting the path actually. So just drag this thing here, and after that just copy the whole thing. Okay, close this thing and just put this thing here. So remove one. So users Ronnie, like this. This is done. And just to check if you actually successfully able to load the file, you have to just write this value. Okay, so you should get two maps actually. Yes, two maps. See, name Ronnie, course IT, type student, name Sunny, course management, type student. So it is working fine. So let's start writing the actual query. So it is like this. So next thing what is going to happen, so now we'll try to actually get this thing's value actually. See, this course and this type value I want to get. So what will happen, so it should be unwind value dot type as type, then unwind value dot name as name. Why unwind? This is actually kind of multiple things, like these are actually more than one time, so that is why unwind. So and after that we'll be going to write something like that, match, and this is going to A, and here it is going to be name, and this is going to be this name. Okay, fine. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll just try to write unwind. I need to check the label of this thing. It could return anything, but our label should be this student only. Okay, so it should be unwind labels as label, right? Unwind labels A as label, and after that what will happen, we need to write with A, then label, right? And I want to actually forgot actually one more thing, unwind value dot course as course. Okay, so it should be this one. Okay, so what will happen now, with A label and course, right? And we will write where label equals to, means this label should be equals to, I need to put type as well. This type actually means the label should be coming, this label is actually coming from the graph, which is actually from here, and this type is actually coming from this input file, but both should be same, then only it should work. So it should be type. Okay, and if that is the case, then we'll write set A dot course equals to this course. Okay, so actually let me check, it is actually A dot course, right? So maybe I can write course equals to course. Okay, so I believe it is okay. This A name is name, it is going to find this one, and after that I am actually getting all the labels from every nodes, and after that I am actually getting reference of this node, this label, this course, and this type from here, and after that I am checking where this label and type equals to same, and if it is same, then I will set actually this thing. Okay, so hopefully and after that we can return A. Let's see. Okay, so I got, see, Ronnie and Sunny, these two nodes got returned actually, and we'll check now what is the value of this thing. See, Ronnie is updated with course ID and Sunny is updated with management. None of the other things got updated. Just to check if whether we actually got other things are updated or not. So nothing actually updated. If you can click on here, if you get management is Ronnie. For Kevin nothing changed, for John nothing changed, for Bob also nothing changed, but Ronnie it will be updated with course. From the text point of view, if you check here, it is a text point of view, so this is also same. Okay, so if you run this query, we are going to get this thing as an output. Okay, so let me just copy this thing. Okay, so before I go ahead and do the same thing with Python, just I want to clear this thing. Okay, so it should be insert, then picture from file, then download. Right, all right, done. Then we'll be going to write down the query now. So query is actually here. Okay, so this is the query. So let me just write down this thing. So what we'll do, we'll just go and okay, done. And after that I will do the same thing with Python. But before we do the same thing with Python, what is required, we need to change something. Because if you see here, just wait, if you check here, like this and this actually already updated. So what I have to do, I have to remove this thing and I have to create. So for that what I have to do, so match in like student and then name equals to Ronnie. Okay, so then we'll write delete. I can just remove the properties as well, but I'm not just doing that. What happened, name, okay, actually I did a mistake, it should be colon. So Ronnie got deleted, so we need to change it for Sunny as well. So Sunny as well got deleted. Now I have to create Ronnie and Sunny. So it should be create, and after that a student, and after that name Ronnie, right, and after that Sunny. That's it. Now we'll check whether all these things are properly there or not. Okay, done. And if you go to text, nothing is there. So now we are good to go and start writing the code from Python. So before we writing the code in Python, let me just make the size a bit bigger. So first thing first, let me create some like new cells, and after that we'll write tutorial 93, then it should be set new note property by reading Json input file. Okay, and we'll make it something heading. That's it. We'll give a new name, so it should be Neo4j underscore tutorial underscore 93. That's it. Okay, and now we'll first import the necessary Python module. So it should be from Neo4j import graph database, and after that we'll write driver. It is going to be graph database dot driver. We'll write URI is going to be this, and we can write auth equals to something like this, and after that we can write Neo4j, and we'll write okay. So again don't try to hard code your user ID and password in your driver like in your driver object, because this is not the right idea. But in this tutorial my objective is not to like go ahead and do all this like bits and pieces very like properly, because we'll do this thing in the actual like when we're going to deal with some actual use case. But just for the sake of understanding, try to use some like CSV file, config file, or either you can use some sort of like what do you say, some environment variable, okay, and try to change or do some sort of mechanism so that your password and user ID password should be, or password or user ID. Some of the cases, if you are having proper cybersecurity program running on your organization, they will like give you some sort of privilege access management like program. They will rotate this user ID and password periodically, okay. So now we'll go and get this like bolt URI address. Let me just put this thing here, okay, and done. So let's execute this thing. No error means everything is fine. Then we'll write session equals to driver dot session, okay, fine. Then we'll write the query. Query is actually written already. I don't need to write, because I'll be going to copy paste the same query whatever you have written just now from our CYPHER part. So this is the query actually. So let me just copy this thing, copy, and where is my this thing? Yes, it is here. Let me just copy this thing. Okay, that's it. Let me, okay, and next thing will be, let me just check one thing. This is done. So let me just results equals to session dot run q1 and results equals to results dot data. Okay, so if I run this thing, I will get like two nodes like Ronnie and Sunny, and if I got this thing, then if I get this thing, then definitely it is working fine. So it's done. So let me just execute this thing. So it's executed, but we'll see now the results. What is there actually? See, I got Ronnie and Sunny, and name is populated with course name Ronnie is populated with course IT, and name Sunny is populated with management. So what we'll do, we'll just try to like load this thing again, match and return, and let's see. Ronnie got this value and Sunny got this value, and from graph point of view also, if you go ahead and check, everything is also fine. Means there is no point of checking this thing again. See, it's Bob has nothing, Kevin has nothing, John has nothing, Sunny is having course value equals to management, and Ronnie is having course value equals to IT. So that's it. Whatever we're trying to achieve, we actually achieved. This is very simple thing. Let me just explain this thing one more time. So first of all, we have to you have to just get your connection, and everything is ready here, and after that you created one driver session object, and after that we write down the query. So in the query, until this one is very common, we are getting the like JSON different values from the JSON, means all the maps from the JSON using yield, and after that I'm unwinding the like properties from the JSON, means the keys, the values from the like JSON map. Like every map is going to have one key and one value, so I'm getting this value of this type key, name key, and course key, because in our JSON map we have this three things. And let me explain this thing one more time. So if we go to here, if you see, like in our JSON we have three like keys: type, name, course. So that is why I just put these three things, unwind, and as we have more than one, so we have to definitely use unwind. And once I get this thing, I'm just finding any node with any label, but the name property should be equals with the name property value which you are getting from this like file. Once we get this thing, we're trying to get the label, but we are using some sort of iteration, just using unwind. So you'll get each and every element one by one, and after that we are just taking reference from this label, the course from here, the type from here, and the nodes whatever we found from this step number 7 here. And after that I'm just going to like compare with this label whatever we got from this line, and with the type whatever we actually receive from the file. If any of these things are same, it's mean our job is okay. And after that I'm actually going to assign or set a new property called course with the value of this course with what we actually got in this line from the file, and after that I'm just returning. So this is very simple. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, because this is a long playlist. Till now we completed 93 tutorials. All are actually all tutorials are kind of hands-on driven. We did the tutorial using CYPHER, and the same thing with Python, and like for last 10 or 15 tutorials we just introduced epoch procedure as well. So this is actually combination of 3 things: CYPHER, epoch, and Python. So we are getting 3 things in a single course. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this thing, and just let me know if you want us to like cover some other topics within this tutorial, or if you have some other use case, or whether you are working on some project where you actually want our help or our like support or advice, or whatever you want us to create some video with your use case. Please feel free to write me. We'll try to create tutorials. And apart from this thing guys, try to try to do some sort of practice. It is highly recommended that you should like after watching every video you should write down your own course by your own. Then actually you'll be able to come up with some other ideas, nice ideas, and maybe we can explore much more and bigger than this actually tutorial whatever I am actually teaching, because I'm just giving you 10-15 minute tutorials. That will not be enough. You have to explore more. So that is why you have to write your code. Okay, and from the advice and feedback point of view, please feel free to write me feedback that this thing is not good, this thing is not good, or maybe if you want us to improve our quality, or if you want some clarification, because we always want to improve our quality. And if we're creating content, we definitely want that it should reach like large number of audience, and it should be beneficial for all of them, right? So please feel free to provide some sort of feedback, or if you want us to improve something, please write me. Okay, so enough of talking guys. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.